Think a maxi scooter is just a slow commuter with extra plastic? That mistake has caused many riders to overlook some of the most capable two-wheel machines ever built. Today, we're counting down 12 maxi scooters that deliver highway comfort, serious storage, weather protection, and the confidence to replace a motorcycle. But don't assume the biggest engine wins. Number 1 reveals why. Let's get started. Number 12, Piaggio BV 500 2003 to 2013. Forget everything you associate with tiny scooters. The Piaggio BV 500 was a serious highway machine, sold in America from 2003 through 2013. Its liquid-cooled, fuel-injected single-cylinder engine grew to 492 cubic centimeters, delivering 39 horsepower for interstate cruising. The 30.5-inch seat works with a step-through chassis, making mounting easier than swinging over a tall touring motorcycle. For riders over 60, the appeal is practical. The continuously variable transmission handles clutch work automatically. Broad floorboards give your legs room to relax, and 16-inch front wheels bring reassuring stability to broken pavement. Useful under-seat storage and a protective fairing also make long days less tiring. A late BV 500 carried an original MSRP of $6,299, while clean used examples trade between $2,200 and $3,800. Before buying, start at cold and listen during takeoff. A rattling CVT can point toward worn belt or variator components. The BV 500 proves that a scooter does not need a massive footprint to deliver real touring ability. It gives older riders the comfort, weather protection, and automatic convenience that make long rides easier on the body. But after years of riding motorcycles, some riders still want something with a more aggressive personality, something that feels less like a practical commuter and more like a machine built for carving roads. And that is where Taiwan enters the picture, with a scooter that brought sharper handling and sportier intentions to the maxi scooter world. Imagine standing in front of a bike you want, the seller swearing it's perfect. That's where riders overpay by thousands on a $10,000 bike. Our buyer's kit tells you what it's really worth, your fair price, and when to walk away. A wrong bike costs thousands. This kit, just $49. The easiest money you'll ever save. Scan the QR on the right or tap the link in the description. Let's get that bike you've always wanted for even cheaper. Number 11, 𝐏𝐲𝐑 500EA 2005 to 2010. A maxi scooter does not need a famous badge to make a serious impression. The 𝐏𝐲𝐑 500i proved that when it arrived in America for the 2005 model year, staying in the US lineup through 2010. Beneath its substantial bodywork sits a liquid-cooled, fuel-injected 498.5 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine, delivering the kind of highway performance that makes long-distance riding feel completely natural. The 30.9-inch seat may sound intimidating on paper, but the step-through chassis changes the equation. There is no tall motorcycle saddle to climb over, no clutch lever to repeatedly squeeze, and no foot shifter demanding attention. Its broad floorboards give your legs room to move, while the low-mounted engine keeps the chassis planted during stops and slow maneuvering. A final year 𝗕𝗨𝗬𝗘𝗥𝗦 500i carried an MSRP of $6,299. Today, clean used examples typically trade between $1,900 and $3,200, putting substantial touring ability into a surprisingly accessible package. For a rider over 60, that matters. The fairing shields your upper body from highway wind, the automatic transmission removes fatigue from traffic, and the upright seating position makes an entire afternoon in the saddle far less demanding. Before buying, squeeze the rear brake lever firmly and rock the scooter forward and back. Excessive movement or a soft lever can reveal worn brake components or neglected hydraulic service. If this is the kind of motorcycle content you've been looking for, subscribe and ride along with us. There's a lot more to discover. The 𝗕𝗨𝗬𝗘𝗥𝗦 showed that comfort could come without a premium badge. But for many riders entering their later years, outright performance is not the only thing that matters. ease, balance, and confidence at every stop become just as important as speed. And one Japanese scooter quietly built a reputation around exactly that philosophy, combining proven engineering with effortless everyday usability. Number 10. Yamaha Majesty. 400 2004 to 2014. The Yamaha Majesty. 400 does something convincing. It earns your trust after the miles start piling up. Sold in the United States from 2004 through 2014, it was built for riders who wanted genuine highway ability without the physical workload of a conventional touring motorcycle. It's liquid-cooled, fuel-injected 395 cubic centimeter, dual overhead cam single-cylinder engine works through a continuously variable automatic transmission, delivering smooth acceleration and relaxed interstate cruising. A 30-inch seat height also gives shorter riders an easier reach to the pavement, while the large fairing takes much of the wind pressure away from your chest and shoulders. The final 2014 model carried an MSRP of $6,850. Earlier versions started between $5,800 and $5,900, while clean used examples today generally trade between $1,800 and $3,000. For riders over 60, the Majesty's greatest trick is how much work it removes from an ordinary ride. You can step aboard without swinging over a tall saddle, reposition your feet across the broad floorboards, and let the transmission handle traffic automatically. Then there's the storage. The under-seat compartment can swallow 2 full-face helmets, turning grocery runs and weekend travel into remarkably simple affairs. There are compromises. Its 14-inch front and 13-inch rear wheels can feel harsher over broken pavement, and taller riders may want more legroom. Before purchasing, switch the ignition on and watch the instrument panel during startup. Warning lights that remain illuminated after the engine fires can point toward electrical or sensor problems. The Majesty represents the old-school formula that made Maxi-Scooters so appealing: simple operation, comfortable ergonomics, and dependable transportation without the weight and complexity of a full-size motorcycle. But decades later, some riders expect those same benefits with modern technology, premium features, and the refinement they have become used to in their cars. The next machine comes from a company known for turning long-distance comfort into an art form, and it brings that luxury approach into the urban scooter category. Number 9. BMW C400 GT 2022. Some scooters are built around practicality. The BMW C400 GT takes a more sophisticated route, bringing premium touring equipment into a package that still asks remarkably little from the rider. Introduced in the United States for 2022 and continuing through the present, it combines German refinement with the effortless operation that makes Maxi-Scooters so compelling. Its liquid-cooled, 350 cubic centimeter class, 4-valve single-cylinder engine produces 34 horsepower and works through a continuously variable automatic transmission. That is enough for sustained 75-mile-per-hour interstate cruising, while the 30.1-inch seat gives many riders an easier reach to the pavement than BMW's taller adventure motorcycles. The 2022 model carried an MSRP of $8,495. For 2026, that figure is $9,495, while clean used examples from 2022 through 2024 trade between $6,300 and $8,100. For riders over 60, the real advantage is how many little physical demands disappear. The step-through chassis simplifies mounting, the automatic drivetrain eliminates clutch work, and wide floorboards let you reposition your feet during long rides. The low engine placement also helps during parking maneuvers, while the tall windscreen and substantial fairing reduce wind fatigue on extended highway runs. There are also compromises. 15-inch wheels cannot soften broken pavement like larger adventure bike wheels, and longtime motorcycle riders may need time to adjust to the seating position. Before buying, switch on the ignition and confirm that the ABS and traction control warnings disappear after startup. A light that stays illuminated can signal an expensive electronic fault. The C400 GT proves premium technology can make two-wheel travel remarkably effortless. But the next machine enters a much bigger class, and suddenly the word Maxi starts meaning something entirely different. Number 8. 𝗕𝗨𝗬𝗘𝗑𝗦 𝗦𝗡 700 𝗦, 2014 to 2015. The 𝗕𝗨𝗬𝗘𝗑𝗦 𝗦𝗡 700i, sold in the United States for 2014 and 2015, was a heavyweight touring machine disguised as a step-through. Its liquid-cooled 699.5 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine produces nearly 60 horsepower with a continuously variable transmission delivering that power without clutch work or manual shifting. The 31.9-inch seat is substantial, yet mounting remains straightforward because the chassis does not demand the leg swing of a conventional touring motorcycle. More importantly, the low engine placement keeps the weight centralized, making this large machine less intimidating when maneuvering through a parking lot. The 2014 𝗦𝗡 carried an MSRP of $9,999. Today, clean examples typically trade between $4,800 and $6,800, depending on condition, mileage, and equipment. For riders over 60, this is where Maxi-Scooter practicality becomes genuine long-distance luxury. The electrically adjustable windscreen lets you tailor wind protection while moving. The broad floorboards provide multiple leg positions, and enormous storage makes packing for several days remarkably easy. With nearly 60 horsepower available, carrying a passenger does not turn highway travel into a struggle. There is one important reality. At more than 600 pounds wet, the 𝗦𝗡 is still a serious piece of machinery. Its smaller wheels also demand more attention when pavement gets rough. Before buying, cycle the electric windscreen from its lowest position to its highest several times. Any grinding, hesitation, or uneven movement can reveal a failing adjustment mechanism. The 𝗦𝗡 shows that a scooter can cross into true grand touring territory. But for riders who still enjoy a more energetic riding style, there is a difference between effortless power and sporty control. The next machine focuses on that exact balance, keeping the convenience older riders appreciate while adding the sharper response of a performance-oriented machine from Germany. Number 7. BMW C650 Sport, 2016 to 2021. This is where the word scooter starts losing its limitations. The BMW C650 Sport, sold in the United States from 2016 through 2021, was built for riders who wanted motorcycle-level performance without motorcycle-level workload. Beneath its sharp bodywork sits a liquid-cooled 647 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine producing 60 horsepower, with a continuously variable automatic transmission handling every shift. The 31.9-inch seat is substantial, but the step-through chassis makes mounting far easier than the same measurement suggests. BMW also positioned the engine low, keeping the center of gravity controlled during slow parking maneuvers despite the scooter's considerable mass. The redesigned 2016 model carried an MSRP of $9,995. By 2021, that figure had reached $10,395, while clean used examples now trade between $5,900 and $8,200. For riders over 60, the attraction becomes obvious after several hours on the road. There is no clutch hand growing tired in traffic, no constant gear selection through small towns, and no cramped foot position locking your legs into place. Broad floorboards allow movement, while the substantial fairing keeps wind pressure away from your upper body. BMW's FlexCase storage system also expands when parked, giving you practical space for helmets and riding gear without immediately reaching for external luggage. The compromises also deserve attention. Smaller wheels react more sharply to potholes, and riders accustomed to using heavy engine, braking through mountain bends may find the CVT less engaging. Before making a deal, start the engine on its center stand and listen, beside the left side of the transmission. Metallic rattling before throttle input can signal wear inside the CVT assembly. The C650 Sport delivers something many scooters never attempt: excitement. It gives experienced riders a reminder that automatic does not have to mean boring. But as riders get older, the smartest choice is not always the fastest one. Sometimes it is the machine that is easiest to live with every single day. That means lighter handling, proven reliability, affordable ownership, and a design that has spent decades earning the trust of riders around the world. Picture it, you buy the bike. It looked clean, it sounded great. 3 weeks later, the bills start, a worn chain, tired forks, a service the seller never mentioned. That's thousands gone on a bike you already paid full price for. Our inspection checklist catches every one of those before you pay, walking the bike like a mechanic. Spend $49 now or lose thousands later. Scan the QR on the right or tap the link in the description. Don't let a hidden problem drain your wallet. And few names represent that formula better than Suzuki's legendary Burgman. Number 6, Suzuki Burgman. 400, 2003 to present. The Suzuki Burgman. 400 earned its reputation by making thousands of riders wonder why they ever thought they needed a traditional touring motorcycle. For more than 2 decades in the United States, it has quietly delivered the kind of comfort, refinement, and everyday dependability that keeps owners coming back ride after ride. Hidden beneath its sleek bodywork is a liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, 399 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine matched to Suzuki's continuously variable automatic transmission. The numbers may sound modest, but the experience tells a different story. Interstate cruising at 75 miles per hour comes naturally, while the 30-inch seat height welcomes riders who no longer want to wrestle with towering adventure bikes or heavyweight tours. When it first reached American dealerships in 2003, the Burgman carried a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $5,899. A brand new 2026 model lists for $8,749, while clean used examples from 2003 through 2023 typically sell for between $2,300 and $6,800. Its greatest strength is effortless mobility. The step-through layout removes the awkward climb over a saddle. The low-mounted engine keeps the scooter remarkably composed during slow-speed maneuvers, and the spacious floorboards let you change leg position before stiffness ever sets in. Add more than 60 liters of underseat storage, enough room for 2 full-face helmets, and suddenly, weekend touring requires no extra luggage at all. Before handing over your money, place the Burgman on its center stand and slowly spin the rear wheel. It should rotate silently. Any grinding or rumbling from the final drive bearings is reason to keep looking. The Burgman made comfort feel effortless. But the next scooter takes a completely different approach, adding a feature that changes the way many riders think about stability itself. Number 5, Piaggio MP3 500, 2009 to 2018. Some scooters try to imitate motorcycles. The Piaggio MP3 500 chose a completely different path, and in doing so, created something many riders never realized they wanted. The first thing everyone notices is the extra wheel. The reason they remember it is the confidence it inspires every time the pavement turns slick or the road surface becomes unpredictable. Power comes from a liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, 493 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine paired with a continuously variable automatic transmission. It cruises comfortably at highway speeds, but the real engineering masterpiece sits up front. Piaggio's leaning parallelogram suspension allows both front wheels to tilt naturally through corners while providing a larger contact patch than a conventional scooter. Combined with a 31.1-inch seat height and a step-through design, climbing aboard is effortless. When it debuted in the United States, the MP3 500 carried a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $10,199. Today's model lists for $12,199, while clean used examples typically sell for between $3,800 and $7,200. Its biggest advantage appears when confidence begins to matter more than outright performance. Those dual front wheels provide extra grip across rain-soaked pavement, painted lane markings, and uneven intersections, while the roll-lock system lets the scooter remain upright at a stop without the rider supporting its weight. For anyone who has ever worried about an awkward parking lot or a sloped stoplight, That feature alone can transform the riding experience. Before making an offer, activate the roll lock several times. It should engage and release instantly without hesitation or warning lights. If the system struggles, repairs can become surprisingly expensive. The MP3 rewrote the rulebook with innovation. But some experienced motorcyclists still want that traditional two-wheel feeling, the lean, the balance, and the connection between rider and machine. The next scooter proves that you do not have to choose between comfort and excitement because it was designed for riders who still want performance without the physical demands of a motorcycle. Number 4, 𝗕𝗨𝗬𝗘𝗧𝗢𝗥𝗑 AK550 2021 to present. There comes a point where calling something a scooter almost feels unfair. The 𝗕𝗨𝗬𝗬𝗘𝗧 AK550 blurs the line so completely that many riders would struggle to tell it apart from a dedicated sport, touring motorcycle once the road begins to twist. Officially sold in the United States since 2021, it was engineered from the beginning to challenge Europe's most respected premium Maxi-Scooters, and it has the hardware to back up that ambition. At its heart is a liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, 550.4 cubic centimeter parallel, twin engine producing 51 horsepower, working through a continuously variable automatic transmission. Unlike most scooters, the engine is fixed inside a rigid aluminum frame, while the swing arm moves independently. A true motorcycle-style design that delivers sharper handling, improved suspension control, and impressive stability at interstate speeds. Even with a 31.9-inch seat height, the step-through layout makes climbing aboard dramatically easier than mounting most sport touring motorcycles. When it arrived in American dealerships, the AK carried a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $9,999. The current model lists for $10,499, while clean used examples typically trade for between $6,800 and $9,100. What truly elevates the AK is how effortlessly it combines performance with comfort. The low-mounted parallel twin keeps weight centered, making slow-speed maneuvers feel lighter than the specifications suggest. Wide floorboards encourage you to stretch your legs throughout the ride, while the adjustable windscreen shields your chest and shoulders from relentless highway wind. Add standard features like cruise control, traction control, Brembo brakes, anti-lock brakes, full LED lighting, and a color TFT display, and long-distance travel becomes remarkably relaxing without sacrificing excitement when the road opens up. Before making a purchase, cycle through every riding mode and confirm the TFT display changes instantly without warning lights or delayed responses. If possible, engage the cruise control during a test ride to verify every electronic system performs exactly as intended. The AK550 shows that a modern maxi scooter can deliver serious performance while keeping the convenience that makes riding easier later in life. It gives riders power, technology, and handling that would have sounded impossible from a scooter years ago. But for many riders over 60, the fastest scooter is not automatically the best scooter. Long-distance comfort, wind protection, and effortless touring become the deciding factors. And one machine from Germany built its entire reputation around turning every highway mile into a relaxed journey. Number 3, BMW C650 GT 2013 to 2021. The BMW C650 GT was engineered for riders who measure a trip in hundreds of miles, not city blocks, yet no longer want every journey to demand the strength and balance of a heavyweight tourer. Beneath its sleek bodywork is a liquid-cooled 647 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine producing 60 horsepower, paired with a continuously variable automatic transmission. The result is effortless acceleration, relaxed 75-mile-per-hour interstate cruising, and smooth power delivery that never asks you to reach for a clutch or shift lever. A 31.7-inch seat height is paired with a step-through layout, making every departure and every fuel stop noticeably easier than climbing onto a traditional luxury motorcycle. When the C650 GT first arrived in American dealerships, its manufacturer's suggested retail price stood at $9,990. By its final model year, that figure had grown to $11,795, while today's clean used examples typically change hands for between $5,900 and $8,900. What truly separates this BMW is how completely it disappears beneath the rider. The low-mounted engine gives the scooter reassuring balance during slow maneuvers, while generous floorboards let you stretch your legs instead of holding one rigid position for hours. The expansive fairing and tall windscreen carve a calm pocket of air that reduces strain on your shoulders, hands, and neck, making long interstate days surprisingly relaxing. Heated grips, a heated seat on selected models, generous under-seat storage for 2 full-face helmets, and available electronic suspension. Adjustment reinforce one simple message: this machine was built to travel. Before making a purchase, raise and lower the electrically adjustable windscreen several times. Its movement should remain smooth, quiet, and perfectly consistent. Any hesitation or unusual noise can signal an expensive repair hiding behind an otherwise clean scooter. The C650 GT represents the premium end of the maxi scooter world, combining touring ability with the kind of refinement riders expect from a luxury machine. But premium features also mean more complexity, and some riders eventually start looking for something simpler, a machine that can rack up miles without demanding attention. That raises an important question: what happens when a scooter becomes so reliable and comfortable that owners keep them for decades? Honda's answer became one of the most respected long-distance scooters ever built. Imagine walking into a viewing holding all the cards. You know the fair price, you know your opening offer, and you know the exact number where you walk away. That's how you knock hundreds, even thousands off the asking price. Our buyer's kit hands you those numbers for just $49. Negotiate from facts and never overpay again. Scan the QR on the right or tap the link in the description. Ride away knowing you got the best deal. Number 2, Honda Silverwing 600, 2002 to 2013. Some scooters earn respect through cutting-edge technology. The Honda Silverwing 600 earns something harder to achieve: a reputation for simply being there, year after year, ready for the next ride. Sold in America from 2002 through 2013, this substantial maxi scooter paired Honda's proven engineering with the effortless operation that makes automatic machines so appealing. Its heart is a 582 cubic centimeter liquid, cooled parallel twin producing 50 horsepower through a continuously variable automatic transmission. That is enough muscle for 75 mph interstate cruising, even with a passenger and luggage aboard. More importantly, the engine delivers its power without demanding constant attention from the rider. With a 29.7-inch seat, the Silverwing also makes frequent stops considerably easier, while its low-mounted engine keeps the machine composed at walking speeds. For longer journeys, the advantages keep accumulating. The step-through chassis eliminates the high leg swing of many touring motorcycles. Wide floorboards provide room to reposition your feet, and the substantial fairing blocks wind from your upper body. Beneath the seat, storage accommodates 2 full-face helmets, turning everyday errands into genuinely practical transportation. When new, the Silverwing carried an American manufacturer's suggested retail price of $7,999 for its debut year, rising to $8,990 by its final model year. Today, clean examples sell between $2,800 and $5,200. Before buying, listen closely during a test ride as the scooter launches from a complete stop. Smooth acceleration is normal. Persistent shuddering or squealing can signal worn CVT belt or clutch components. The Silverwing demonstrates why durability can matter more than novelty. Yet one machine remains above it, combining exceptional touring comfort, enormous practicality, and the kind of effortless highway ability that made maxi scooters famous in the first place. Number 1, Suzuki Burgman 650, 2003 to 2018. If there is one machine that completely destroys the idea that a scooter is somehow less capable than a motorcycle, it is the Suzuki Burgman 650. Officially sold in the United States from 2003 through 2018, this flagship was never designed to be a commuter, with extra bodywork. It was engineered to cover hundreds of highway miles with the comfort of a luxury touring motorcycle while demanding far less from the rider. At its heart is a liquid-cooled 638 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine paired with Suzuki's electronically controlled, continuously variable transmission. It cruises effortlessly at interstate speeds, yet the first thing most riders notice is not the power. It is the ease. A 30-inch seat height, step-through chassis, and exceptionally low center of gravity transform every parking lot, fuel stop, and slow-speed maneuver into something remarkably stress-free. When new, the 2018 Burgman 650 carried a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $11,049. Today, clean American examples typically sell for between $3,900 and $7,200, placing genuine luxury touring within reach of buyers who would spend considerably more on an equivalent motorcycle. The later Burgman 650 executive models are what truly separated this machine from everything beneath it on this list. Features like heated grips, a heated seat, an electrically adjustable windshield, and additional touring equipment turned an already capable Maxi-Scooter into a genuine long-distance machine. Combined with ABS brakes, folding mirrors, and large under-seat storage capable of holding 2 full-face helmets, the Burgman 650 was designed around effortless travel instead of constant compromise. Passenger comfort is equally impressive, making full-day highway trips feel surprisingly relaxed for both people on board. Before making your decision, allow the engine to reach full operating temperature, then switch between drive, power, and manual transmission modes during the test ride. Every change should happen smoothly and immediately. Hesitation, grinding, warning lights, or delayed engagement can point toward costly transmission actuator problems. The Burgman 650 earns the top spot because it never asks you to sacrifice distance, comfort, or confidence in exchange for convenience. And that proves these aren't just scooters with larger fairings. They're genuine alternatives for riders who want to keep enjoying the open road with less effort and without giving up real capability. If this video changed the way you think about Maxi-Scooters, click the next video and continue the road trip with us. We're always exploring another side of motorcycling, whether it's hidden gems, forgotten classics, or the machines that deserve far more attention than they get. Join our tribe by subscribing.